If you want to see how you can use the Dollar Tree 2023 calendars for some cute DIYs, then just keep watching. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Liz. For today's video, I have the 2023 Dollar Tree calendars that I'm going to do some DIYs with. And I apologize for any echoey noises or noises in the background. We have construction going on today, so if you hear any of that, I am sorry. We're getting our basement finished, which is very exciting, but is very noisy. So anyways, besides that, if you want to see those Dollar Tree calendar DIYs and hacks, then let's go ahead and jump into our first DIY. For this DIY, I grabbed this pumpkin from the Dollar Tree and then the home calendar, and I'm going to pick out the fall themed picture for this one that I thought was so cute. It just says thankful, grateful, and blessed. And when I saw the picture, I have some berries that match so well with this. So I just cut that out, and then I'm going to use my glue stick to glue that onto the back of the pumpkin. And I'm just going to lay my picture right on top of there. And then I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and cut around the pumpkin to get all that excess paper off there. Once I'm done with that, I'm just going to take my Waverly chalk paint and truffle, paint the stem, and then I kind of drag it down a little bit onto the paper just to kind of blend it in a little bit as best as I could. And then I had gone to Hobby Lobby recently and I found this really pretty fall berry garland. I love the colors on it, and I thought this worked perfect for this DIY with this picture because the wreath, it kind of matches, goes together. So all I'm going to do is twirl up those little branches off of the garland with the berries on them, and I'm just using my X-Acto knife to wrap it around it. You could use a pencil, a dowel, paint bottle, really anything that you want. And then I am going to tie a bow using some of this burlap ribbon, and I just tie a simple shoelace bow with it, nothing fancy at all. And then I'm just going to glue those to my pumpkin. I kind of did it at an angle over to the left side a little bit. So I just glue my berries down, my bow on top, and that's it for this DIY. So easy, and I thought it turned out so cute. For this one, I'm going to take this sign from the Dollar Tree and this Home Sweet Home calendar, again from the Dollar Tree. All the calendars are from the Dollar Tree, so I need to stop saying that. But I found this Hello Fall one, and I thought this was so fun. I love the pumpkins. I love the fonts that the words are in. So I'm just going to make a really simple sign with this. I like these signs that come from the Dollar Tree with the frames around them, just because it makes things just look a little bit nicer when they have, you know, a frame. So I just start by taking a flathead screwdriver and I go around all the frame pieces and I pull off all 4 pieces. And then I'm going to cut down my calendar a bit so that it fits better inside that frame, and then I'll just place it on top of my backing. I used super glue. You could use really any glue for this, especially the wood glue super glue from Dollar Tree. That would probably work a whole lot better. I don't know why I didn't use it for all 4 of them. I used it on the very last piece, but all you're going to do is re-add your frame pieces to your sign, and that's it. You could spruce this up if you wanted, but I thought that the simplicity of it was perfect. For this DIY, I grabbed this sign. This actually came from Walmart. I don't remember exactly how much this cost. I got it a little bit ago. I want to say it was less than $10, and it has these two little clips on the front, and I decided to take those off. It did take a bit of work to get these off because they were pretty glued down there. So between a flathead screwdriver and my X-Acto knife, I finally pried them off. But I loved that this had that inner frame to it. So once I got that pulled apart, I have the farmer's market calendar from the Dollar Tree, and I decided to use the front cover. It does have this picture inside the calendar itself, but it doesn't say farmer's market. So I just took that front cover and I used the cardboard insert that came with it because I wanted to add a little backing. With the sign having shiplap lines throughout the middle, I needed something to be in the back so that it wasn't, having those grooves in my picture. And I just glued those two pieces together, the cardboard and the calendar print, and I just cut those down to the size that I needed them to be to insert them into my sign. And then I'm going to paint my sign. I'm going to use the Beryl Brown stain for the outside of the frame, just all around the outside. And then for the middle frame, I'm going to paint that with my Waverly chalk paint in white. And then the last thing to do is just add some glue to the middle of your sign and then add your calendar piece. And that's it for this one. This one was so cute. I love the farmhouse print. I think the greenery pots are just so cute added into this sign. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. For this DIY, I grabbed this sign that came from the Target dollar spot. I want to say it was $3 or $5. And then I'm going to take the Halloween calendar picture that says "Boo Y'all." I thought this was so much fun. I love that it's Halloween, but it's not too Halloween, if that makes sense. It's just, the perfect touch. So all I'm going to do is add some black paint around my frame, just so that if the back is peeking through a little bit on those sides, you won't be able to see the brown wood color. It'll just kind of blend in with that black. So I just go around on all four sides, and then I'm going to add some Mod Podge, and I mostly focus this around the sides and the corners just to get those to stick really well. And then I just kind of dragged it a little bit throughout the rest of the sign. And then all you're going to do is add your picture. Just add it right in there, smooth it out as best as you can, and that is it for this one. Again, this is just so simple and easy. You don't have to make hour-long DIYs to make beautiful decor. Sometimes some of the simplest ones are the best. For this DIY, I thought this calendar was so cute, and all the pictures in there, I thought that these would be so adorable in my girls' room, so I'm going to make some decor for them. So this first one, I'm going to cut out the little print on the back. I guess it's the bigger of all the prints that are on the back, and I also have this sign that came from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to take some of my scrapbook paper that you can actually purchase as a single sheet off my website, moredecaldecor.com. And I'm just rough tracing how big this needs to be. And I'm just going to cut this down until it gets to the size that I need it to be to fit into that sign. And I just add some glue to the back of the paper and insert it into my sign. And then with the little calendar piece, I add some glue to the back of that and then just center it on top of the paper. And that is it for this one. This took me maybe 5 minutes. These are all so easy and simple to do, but I think this turned out really cute, and I can add it to my girls' dresser in their room, and I think it's just adorable. Another one to go along with my girls' room, I'm going to take this 12 by 12 canvas. I actually got these in a pack from Michael's, and I'm going to cut the canvas off. So I'm going to do a reverse canvas DIY for this one. So I just take my X-Acto knife and go around the staples. If you wanted, you could use a flathead screwdriver and take off all those staples, but I didn't feel like that was necessary for this one since they're going to be covered up anyways. So I'm just going to remove that canvas from the back, and then I'm going to take this calendar piece, again, that same calendar that I used for my other girls DIY, and I am going to add it to the back of the cardboard that comes in the calendar. I used some wood super glue for this one. Don't know why I didn't bring out my Mod Podge, but you know, whatever glue works. And then I just add my print on top of it, and then I'm going to add that to the back of my frame. And using my staple gun, I'm just going to go around and staple the picture down to my frame. And then if you wanted this to look a little cleaner on the back, you could take that same canvas and just cut it down to the size that you need it. I just cut mine down enough to cover the back, and then stapled that on there, and it looks much nicer and way more finished. And that's it. This was so easy, and I think these two DIYs paired together in my girls' room is so adorable. For this next one, I'm grabbing this Dollar Tree cutting board that you can find in their craft section, and I'm just painting all of the sides and then the top kind of half of the cutting board. And then I also have these rub-on transfers that came from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just tracing out about half of that cutting board. Doing the top half, I'm just going to cut that out, and then I'll lay that on top of my cutting board, and with a popsicle stick, I'm just going to rub over the entire thing, making sure that I get those transfers stuck down on there. I just pull back slowly as I'm going, and if I see anything that's coming up that shouldn't be, I'll just lay it back down and rub back over it. And then I'm going to take this Home Sweet Home calendar, and I'm going to flip it over and cut out that Home Sweet Home pig that's on the back. And I just cut it down and try to cut all the white edges off of it. Add some glue to the back and glue it down to my cutting board. I also do a little bit of distressing with some Waverly Wax and Antique around all the sides. And then I'll add some lace ribbon to cover where the picture meets the painted portion of the cutting board to make it look more seamless. And then I just tie a little bow using some twine, add it right on top of that ribbon right in the middle, and that's it for this one.
And that's it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe before you guys leave. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Click that notification bell so that you guys are notified for all of my future videos. And that's it. I hope that you guys have a fantastic start to your week, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.